Good morning, guys, and welcome back to T2SMC Trader. How are you all? I hope everyone is cool. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Everything is cool. I really don't have anything to say before the market open. No pre-market analysis, nothing. I'm still in no man's land. So please let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay. By the way, is there anyone at all? Why I can't see how many people are in live? Okay, 17 people is in live. Guys, please make sure that you push the like button. Hey, Jamil. Good morning, Tito. I'm fine, man. Thanks for asking. Jamil, can you hear me, brother? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Mic testing. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Good morning, Jaid. Hey, Jaid. Okay, you can hear me. Hey, Leonardo. Sound is 10 out of 10. So today is your off day, right? Hey, Jamil, thank you so much, man. Peter, good morning, brother. Vin, good morning. Clear and loud. Thank you so much. Jaid, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the dance floor. Okay, guys. All I would love to say today is Wednesday and we have PMI around the 10 a.m. So I prefer not to take any kind of trade before PMI. Wait until 10 a.m. before framing any trade. Okay, that's all I have to say from my calendar. This is the chart from Nasdaq. As you can see here, this Nasdaq chart. I don't know. Can you see it? Okay, over here. Okay, perfect. This is the ES chart on my bottom. Bottom is the ES chart. Up is the NQ chart. NQ is bullish. ES is bearish. Okay. Now, this is really so tough decision for me to take. What should I do in this type of market? First of all, I'm in a no man's land. Even though this market has closed above the minus 1.5 standard deviation yesterday. So let me actually mark that from here to here. And if I go for the standard deviation, this is that minus 1.5 standard deviation until yesterday. It was respecting the minus 1.5 standard deviation. When it has broken this one minus 1.5 standard deviation, I prefer this market to reach until minus 2.5 standard deviation. So this is my next level for long-term reversal. But it can give me some sort of reaction from minus 2 standard deviation, which is over here. So does this market really would love to tap here and then respect from there starts to fall a bit, or does it really would love to break this level and would love to come for minus 2.5 standard deviation? I have no idea. Why I'm saying like that way, because when I'll be in my lower time frame, which is, let me go to the hourly chart. In this hourly chart, you'll be able to see that I have sell side liquidity around here. Okay, so I have beautiful sell side liquidity here that I'm going to, no, let me actually go directly to the 15-minute chart. It's much more clear. So from the 15-minute chart, I have this sell side liquidity around here, which is a beautiful support around that area. Sell side liquidity around that area. I have sell side liquidity over here, which is around here. Let me mark it. Beautiful sell side liquidity here. I have sell side liquidity around here, which is also so beautiful and so clean. Sell side liquidity here. I have sell side liquidity here, which is around that area. So let me mark that. Sell side liquidity. And from 1 minute chart, I have sell side liquidity around here. Okay, so I'm just not going to mark that 1 minute sell side liquidity around that area. So does this market really would love to fall for all of this sell side liquidity around here market left? So beautiful sell side liquidities, like all of these extreme liquidities, or does it really would love to go higher and would love to trade this minus 2.5 standard deviation? I just don't know. I have no idea what is going to happen. If this market could take at least this sell side liquidity, I don't need to see this liquidity to be taken. that liquidity to be taken, or maybe that liquidity to be taken. I don't need them to be taken, but at least some sell side liquidity, which is obvious. I needed to see that to be taken at first before going higher. As the market didn't take those sell side liquidity and just keep going higher, I'm still I'm still in confusion what is going to happen. However, according to the logic, I should start to look for the buy. That means this market should be bullish. But looking for the buy by leaving those sell side liquidity open over there, even some of them are very clean, this low and that low. They're very clean liquidities. Is really so tough for me. You can see this price action over here, bullish, bearish. This is the bearish market for ES. If I go to the YM chart, YM is also bearish. So YM is bearish, ES is bearish, NQ is bullish. Now, to be honest, what to do, I have no idea. If you have watched my weekly analysis video where I have talked about this, what to say, I mean the dollar index, this dollar index is also bullish. If it could be bearish, maybe I could start to think that NQ is bullish also. Or maybe ES and YM is falling, but still they will start to go higher again. This dollar index is also bullish. If I come to this YM and come to the all-time high, YM has cleared the all-time high. So it's in all-time high right now. Build a swing high. That swing high has been cleared over here as well. Previously, when this YM was bearish, I mean, sorry, below the all-time high, I had an like some kind of supplementary. That supplement helped me to fix the direction of NQ. YM didn't clear the all-time high, so YM will go toward the all-time high. In the meantime, NQ will keep making the all-time high. But when the YM has cleared the all-time high, and then this all-time high that has been cleared over here by a shallow run has been also cleared one more time. So this YM is also has been built the all-time high as well. Still, I believe that this market will be extremely bullish. This ES NQ market will be extremely bullish until September, October. It will be bullish. But unfortunately, the way it is going higher right now, I have to say that I'm in no man's land. Just because this market didn't clear not even a single sell side liquidity. All of the sell side liquidity is left open over there. They didn't clear none of them. Okay, none of them. So when this market is going to touch this line, which is -2 standard deviation, is this going to react from this -2 standard deviation and going to fall for some sort of liquidity? Or is it going to go for this -2.5 standard deviation? Is a very tough decision for me. I'm in a no man's land, unfortunately. Also, YM chart or YM SA market, they're not going to support the bullish run. So you can see here, this is the candle for ES, this is the candle for NQ. So ES candle is look here. This is the ES candle. This is the NQ candle. I know you guys are better than me. You know better than me, and I highly appreciate the way you guys trade. But for me, this is very tough situation or decision for me to take around that area. Okay, so whatever is going to happen, I have no idea. Market has already opened. Would love to see where is the regular trading hour gap. Is a very small gap. Love to mark that, even though it's small. So here to here is the quadrant level. I'm watching this line to see if it can touch this line and then start to fall or not. I'm just watching it, okay? From 1 minute chart, this is that line which is -2 standard deviation. I'm going to hide this one because it's open on my other chart. So I'm watching it from there. You guys can open it on your chart, okay? So let's see how it is going to react. And to be honest, I have no idea what is going to happen. This is also an all-time high. I believe so. Yeah, that is also an all-time high. From 1 minute chart, I have this extreme sell side liquidity, which is over here. That area is an also a sell side liquidity in NQ chart. If you go to the NQ chart, you'll see there is an sell side liquidity. Also, I have this sell side liquidity around that area. I'm more interested to see can it fall and take those sell side liquidity. So more interested for falling, but before falling, I hope it will touch this line and then it will fall. If you find any setup today, let me know, guys. It's a very hard time for me to trade because in this market, the way it is reacting right now, it's like of I have no idea how to trade this market. Simply no idea. But still, I'm not thinking about any sort of buy run as long as it's not going to clear some sort of sell side liquidity. I need to see some liquidity to be clear at first. Good morning, Suzivan. Go 3816. Good morning, brother. Marquis, good morning. Sathur, good morning. Tamimi, good morning. Hridoy, good morning. Gurdev, good morning. Uchuk, only waiting is the key. I agree with you, brother. So there is no work on the health. Today's strike. Okay, so today's strike. So you're here today. Let's see, brother. Where are you from? I'm from Bangladesh, brother. Market went higher, took the liquidity, market structure shift over here. There is a fair value gap, which is the entry fair value gap. To take the sell, stop loss has to be above this high. That's gonna be, for example, if I would love to take the sell over here, stop loss at least over here. Even if you would love to make it smallest, that's gonna be the smallest 68 handle. Target can be this sell side liquidity. I'm not able to take this sell, even though I'm interested to see the fall, but I'm not able to take this sell. You are good to go with this, go for that. In YouTube, a lot of people actually take this type of sales, no problem at all. I highly appreciate if you really would love to take the sell or if you find any sell. For me, still now there is nothing. So I better wait. I prefer to wait. No trade is valid before 10 a.m. Newark local time. If you'd love to go for the trade, please go for it. I prefer to wait until 10 a.m. before framing any sort of trade. No trade is valid before 10 a.m. Just for the sake of this conversion, I'll keep it. It's not a valid trade. Nothing, okay? I'm just watching it. I just took the sell from the top. There is no entry at all. Okay, giggles. So congratulations, sister, for your boom. You should have got the boom already. Really, this is what's been happening. Big move, well, then consolidation. Absolutely, Suzivan. That is what happening most of the days. Big move, then consolidation. First time I took a turtle soup. I wish I could go for the turtle soup. One day maybe I'll learn how to take the turtle soup. Well, what's your name? My name is T2, Titu. We're inside a 1 hour bullish fair value gap. Let me check, brother. I need to check it. Yep. I'm not taking this 22 YT model entry because I can't put my 80 handle stop loss. Maybe I could put it here maximum, which is 68 handle. It is also huge for me. So I'm not taking this trade. This is just I'm watching to this 22 YT model. I'm just watching this 22 YT model. Okay. Market went higher, cleared the buy side liquidity, market structure shift, entry fair value gap, immediate reaction 1, 2, 3 candle, breakaway gap, sell side is here, sell side is there. Just watching it, not taking this trade. ICT has his trade that if there is a liquidity over around 200 points or more at the open, then look for one half retracement. Look for the trade setup, one the teachings. It's a good one. I'll see that. Giggle heart. It's not a valid trade, guys. I'm just watching it, okay? It's not a valid trade, nothing. I'm just watching it. Is this a good setup? Best 22 item model. Still, I'm not able to take this trade. If I'm wrong, I'm going to get a 68 handle, 80 handle loss. I'm not interested to take that loss. I'll watch better this word block entry if it can make that as an order block. No trade is valid before 10 a.m. So please don't go for any kind of trade before 10 a.m. If you want, you can go, but I prefer not to take any sort of trade before 10 a.m. I'm just watching them. For me, still there is no trade. Okay. If there was like uh not 80 handle stop loss, maybe 35 handle stop loss, maybe 40 handle stop loss, still we could take that risk of this 22 YT model. Unfortunately, the stop loss was nearly 68 handle. I was not able to go for that. Either way, we had the news, so we should not go for the trade. Okay. Didn't give it. Perfect. This is the next next line I'm watching. Not taking any trade, okay, guys. If it is like highly volatile, first of all, and stop loss was like something more than my limit. Moreover, even though that is a valid trade, we have a news around 10 a.m. I prefer to wait until 10 a.m. before going for any kind of trade. I'm only interested to take the sell, as I told. It would be awesome if it could tap to this line and then fall. Actually, let me oversure that it actually didn't trade that line. Oh, actually, it doesn't need to trade that line. It has already done the job over here. So it has already tapped to minus 2 point minus 2 standard deviation. So on MNQ, it doesn't need to go over here. Even if it doesn't if it failed to tap over there, you can see the reaction is happening from minus 2 standard deviation. This is the real chart where you should look for this type of precision. You can see here minus 2 standard deviation. In MNQ chart, yeah, it failed to touch this line, but in NQ chart, it has already tapped to this line over here. So this is that standard deviation level I told about before the market open. So I was thinking that why it's leaving from that small gap was over there, but actually it has tapped to this minus 2 standard deviation and reacting from there. This minus 2.5 standard deviation is the last line where the market will go, but I can expect some sort of reaction from this minus 2 standard deviation over there. So actually it has already done its job over there. It has tapped to this line and then fall. That's a nice fall, by the way. Again, I really can't go for this type of trade because the stop loss is too much, too big. Otherwise, that was a beautiful 22 YT model. Market has cleared the buy side liquidity, traded minus 2 standard deviation. Market structure shift, immediate reaction to entry fair value gap. Sell side liquidity here, sell side liquidity there, sell side liquidity here. This is my extreme sell side liquidity at least. So this is what it is. Mm. 154 handle drop. I want to show you the 15-minute chart a bit. I'm not thinking about any sort of buy, okay? I mean, at the beginning, I was a bit confused why it didn't tap to minus two standard deviation, but now I got the overconfidence that it's not going to go higher. The reaction is happening exactly to minus two standard deviation. However, guys, this is something for you to understand. If you can understand this logic, you are going to get a lot of things. First, this market has been rejected or respected minus 1.5 standard deviation. This is not random. Minus 2 standard deviation. This is not random. It could fall from there, right? It could fall from there. It could fall from here, but it came to minus 2 standard deviation, then rejecting from there. I still believe it will come over here minus 2.5 standard deviation after clearing some sort of sell side liquidity. Then it will come to minus 2.5 standard deviation because it doesn't have the power to stop the market and keep sending it lower and lower and lower. It has the power to give the reaction, not reversal. So reaction is sending the market for some sort of gap to be taken, or sorry, liquidity to be taken to trade some bullish fair value gap. If you really know how to mark them, you will get a lot of confidence. So yesterday, before yesterday, you see here market was rejecting from minus to 1.5 standard deviation. That's why I was not looking for any sort of buy. I was not bullish at all. But today, if it wouldn't tap to this line over here, I could look for the buy actually, as long as it's not coming for minus 2 standard deviation. When it tapped over here, there's no need to think about the buy because market has a lot of sell side liquidity. They need to be taken, at least they need to be taken before going higher again. So this market has done the job over here, just tapped over there, now falling. This is small information, will help you a lot. Now you'll say, brother, what is the importance of this information if I can't take the sell? Of course, you had the opportunity to take the sell from this beautiful 22 YT model. I was not able to do that because my stop loss was like 80 handle. I don't like those type of stop loss where they are like 80 handle, 90 handle, something like that. But you're good to go, right? 80 handle, because a lot of YouTuber, like, if you go, they will take 100 handle stop loss, 135 handle stop loss, 60 handle is their normal stop loss, 60 70 handle is their normal stop loss. So of course, according to those people, this is normal stop loss. I don't, I can't actually took it because if I take a loss over here just by 5 micro contract, it's gonna cost me $800. So for 50K account, I have the maximum drawdown of $2,000. If I take just $800 loss by one trade, what is the benefit for that trade? I mean, what is the outcome will be after getting two losses? $1,600 loss. Done. From here to here, market came to the equilibrium, which is the 50%. I don't think so. You will be able to see it. See here, this line. Look at this line. Market came exactly to this line, tap to this line, and then fall over here. So now I will wait to see how this market is going to work. Now I'm going to show you something. Observe it. Take your decision after observing these things. Okay. I'm coming to this price action. If you guys remember, okay, observe it very carefully and then take your decision. Where was that? Yeah, here. You remember this price action? Market fall, went higher, fall, went higher, fall again. Market structure shift, fair value gap, tap to this fair value gap, took that low one more time, or took some sell side liquidity over here. So look at this fall, beautiful market structure sheet, beautiful bullish run. Okay, then fall again, give me bearish market structure, fair value gap, trap to this fair value gap, and fall. Trade this fair value gap. I'm just trying to show you this so that you can understand how I'm going to think over here. In that specific day, if you guys remember, I shared every screenshot on my Discord. I took the sell. I didn't do anything over here. I didn't take any buy over there. I just did nothing over there. I waited. Even though my bias was bullish, even though I was bullish, market structure shift. I took the sell. I believed the sell instead of buy, because around 9:30 market just keep falling around here. So I was more interested to see, can it keep falling one more time to take this low over here. So just watch this price action over here, and depending on that price action, watch this price action. Keep this in your mind. How you are going to uh, treat this price action over here. Okay. Now I'm not asking any of you to follow this. I'm just showing you something that can give you some kind of understanding of the market. Okay. So some of you are going to start to look for the buy. You can of course go for that. I'm thinking like that way. Can the bullish setup work or the bearish setup work? If the bullish setup is going to work, I will believe the order block to take the buy. If the bearish setup is going to work, I'm going to take the sell from the bearish 22 YT model after clearing some sort of swing high. So that is all I'm thinking right now. In the meantime, the news will be released. Does it make any sense to you guys? If you have any confusion, let me know. I will show that to you one more time. This is all in my mind right now. Is it bullish right now? It has traded the fair value gap. It has traded the quadrant level of that week, a specific week from the 50-minute chart. It has a high probability to start to go higher now. I'm not interested to see that. I'm more interested to see, can it give me something over here that will tell me I'm extremely bullish. So I need to see one market structure shift to be failed, either the bullish or the bearish. One market structure shift need to be failed. So for example, market has built swing low, went higher, gave me lower market structure shift, fair value gap, then didn't fall, gave me a bullish market structure shift again. I'm going to believe this bullish market structure shift to take the buy. If it happens like this way, that means the lower market structure shift failed to send the market lower. Instead of that, give me the bullish market structure shift and boom. Or I need to see this type of scenario. Market has built a swing high, then lower market structure shift over here. Tap to this market structure shift. It should start to go higher, but it didn't go higher. Instead of that, it go a bit higher. Give me a lower market structure shift with a fair value gap. I'm more interested to believe this sell instead of the buy over here, because the bullish market structure shift has been failed over here. This is something for your understanding, to understand the bias in this type of markets, to get the real bias, actually which way the market is going to work. So you don't need to rush. For example, if it really would love to go higher, okay, so I'm waiting for that, right? But actually it is bullish. So if, what if gave market structure shift and fail, you are waiting to see if it fail and give you the lower market structure shift and then keep falling, right? I'm waiting for that. But if it doesn't want to fall and it will start to go higher, I'm going to miss this trade. No, you're not going to miss this trade. What is going to happen after the market structure shift? There will be a bullish order block. You will just believe that bullish order block to take the buy. So you're not going to miss the trade even if it wants to go higher. All you need a confirmation over here to take the buy. But to take the sell, you don't need the confirmation because this is a bearish market. And you have a lot of sell side liquidity that needs to be taken after clearing the buy side liquidity and traded minus 2.5, sorry, minus 2 standard deviation. When it has traded that minus 2 standard deviation, it's a bearish market right now. So taking a buy, you need confirmation. Taking a sell, you don't need any sort of confirmation. Does it make any sense, guys? Good morning, Dora. I'm going to wait until the hourly candle close. Let's wait. I'm also watching the hourly candle, brother. Also the 50-minute candle. It just came inside the consolidation zone. Before taking buy, everyone be very careful, okay? This market has done 99.99% job above here. 99.99% job is done. It tapped to minus 2 standard deviation. It has cleared the buy side liquidity, gave you beautiful 22 YT model. It has only one job. I mean, there is just one job left, and that is order block never been traded. So yeah, of course, it can go a bit higher to trade this order block before falling, but except that, I don't see anything left open over there. I have a lot of sell side liquidity. Sell side here, sell side here. This is my extreme sell side liquidity. I want to see to be taken. This sell side liquidity that needs to be taken. Just before going over here, I need the confirmation that it is going to fall. So I need a setup over here. Market has to take some liquidity, then give me a lower market structure shift. I'll take that sell from that lower market structure shift. So when it will go higher, you will see a bullish market structure shift. I will see a liquidity taken. And then it will tap to this fair value gap. I will wait for that low to be shifted again to take the sell. But if it really would love to go higher and then build a bullish order block, then maybe I will force myself to take the buy. However, just 1 minute left before the market open. Marquis, good, very good information. You're most welcome. Yes, clear explanation. Thank you, Suzy. Can this work with 15 second? It should work for every single area, every single area. If you would love to look for that 15 second, then you have to wait for the 15 second, I mean 1 minute liquidity. If you would see that there is some liquidity from 15-second chart, okay, not 1 minute, I'm sorry. If you see from 15-second chart, there is some liquidity left to the buy side, okay, buy side liquidity. In that type of scenario, it's going to be bit difficult. Otherwise, if you see like this type of area right here, there is no liquidity left. Simply no liquidity left over here. You have just sell side liquidity. So you're one sided. It's not double sided, both sided. It can't go higher. It is only bearish. That is all. Okay. If you see there is no liquidity left, buy side liquidity left from 15-second chart, you can use the same logic from the 15-second chart as well, brother. Again, those people who are interested to take the buy, please go for it. I'm not bullish. I'm not interested to take any short of buy. By the way, this is the news candle. I'm just interested to see can it take this high over here. I need to see some high to be taken. What did I lose? I didn't take the sell. That's all I have done. I didn't lose anything, okay? I showed you the setup over here. I told you why I'm not interested to take that sell. This is the real area where you should learn the price action over here, right? This area, anyone can trade the area. Okay. So if you are interested to take the risk for 80 handle, you are able to get that boom. There is nothing wrong. It's absolutely simple. Market went higher, cleared the buy side liquidity, trade the -2 standard deviation, gave you the market structure shift, entry fair value gap, immediate reaction, you took the sell, stop loss above this high, which is 80 handle, 90 handle, something like that. Market fall, cleared most of the liquidities, trade the quadrant level. It's a very simple math. Nothing to worry about that. Anyone, a child can do that. This is the area where you need to understand the price action over here. So I'm explaining this according to my understanding. Focus over here. If you find a trade, go for it, okay? But still focus over here. The way I'm reading this market over here in this complication area. You are here just because of this price action, not because of this price action. Anybody can do that. Any of the people who knows about the ICT concepts, they can do that. This 22 IT model, they can mark them. Just you need to take that risk over here, 80 handle risk. That's all. But here is the real game. The real game has started now. So now watch how I'm going to break this market over here. I'm seeing here the bullish PDRs are respecting. First bullish PDRA is this quadrant level of the hourly candle. Why this hourly candle quadrant level? This week is a very prominent week to me that has cleared some lows, trade the last fair value gap, hourly last fair value gap, which is above this sell side liquidity, right? This is the sell side liquidity. Above this sell side liquidity, this is the hourly last fair value gap. This is the candle. That candle tapped to this hourly last fair value gap by clearing all other lows and with a very prominent wick over here. So these wick cordon levels are important to me. From 1 minute chart, it has traded the 1 minute entry fair value gap, not the last fair value gap. It should not do that from the last fair value gap. So the last fair value gap is over here. Very small gap, I agree with you, but still this is the last gap, this is the entry gap. So market tapped to this entry gap, reacting from this entry gap. Give me this market structure shift. Watch very carefully, okay? I have this market structure shift over here. I'm seeing these bullish PDRS are respecting, the market is respecting this bullish PDRS. I know that this is the only job that is left over here. The order block need to be traded. So I'm going to mark these two candle because this candle is a very small, I mean, small body, sorry, same body, same wick. I don't like this type of candles to mark as an order block. So I'm going to mark this consecutive candle as my order block over here. I know this is the only unfinished business over here. That is the only unfinished business. Bullish PDRs are respecting, give me the market structure shift. Here is the fair value gap from the bullish 22 IT model. I'm going to mark this bullish word of fair value gap. Okay. So what should I do? I should take the buy over here by just put the stop loss below this low. And maybe I should target this high over here just for the sake of this conversation. I'm not going to take this buy. I need to confirm that this is really bullish. How I'm going to confirm that? I need a bearish candle that is going to trade this gap in a very beautiful bearish candle to mark it as an order block to take the buy. And then I have to take the, partial to this line over here. And then I can hold the runner. So all I need a bullish order block if I'm interested to take the buy. In other word, if this market like do this, okay, maybe it came here, okay, and then there is a swing low that has been shifted, a bearish fair value gap. I'm interested to take the sell from that bearish fair value gap, or maybe this low will be shifted with a fair value gap. I'm going to take the sell from that fair value gap. I'm not going to believe this 22 bullish model. Please focus on this area, how I'm going to break this. Okay, this is just for pure learning. Whoever is interested to take this buy, please go for it. Maybe this is a bullish market, maybe this market will go higher, I don't know. Okay, I'm not interested here to show you the setup. I'm just trying to break the market. Now let's see how I'm going to break it. What else do I have over here in this area? What else do I have? Let me show you that. If you come to this 15-minute chart, you'll be able to see that this market has cleared the buy side liquidity, right? This is not the buy side liquidity. This is the quadrant, -2 standard deviation. Here, I have this bearish fair value gap from 15-minute chart. So when it is going higher, it is not only going to trade this order block, but also it is going to trade the bearish fair value gap from 15-minute chart. What else do you see over here? This market came here, even though it has cleared this low over here, I still believe this is the sell side liquidity that market is going to target. That sell side liquidity over here. So I'm more interested to see, can it go for that sell side liquidity over here? Even if it failed to come over here, at least the 50% of this hourly last fair value gap, 50% of that area. I'm interested to see, can the market go over here? So here I don't have any order block, bullish order blocks. I'm not able to take any sort of buy from here. I will wait. Not going to take any buy. Okay, I'll wait. Can it fall? Give me the lower market strike. Exactly the same case of scenario, guys. I'm gonna show you the same price action over here. Look at this. Look at this. Fall, went higher, market structure shift, fall again, lower market structure shift, fair value gap, boom. Market structure shift, trade, order block. You can take a buy for a short period of time, take the partial maybe, got stopped out. Fall, market structure shift, fair value gap has been traded, fall. Exactly this price action. It's not something like random. It's not something like very complicated. Nothing. You are watching this market in live with me. I hope you'll be safe. The bad thing is if it failed to trade the 50-minute bearish gap, that is the bad thing. I really want to see this market to trade the bearish fair value gap. Whoever is interested to take the buy, please go for it. If I miss the sell, I don't give a shit, but I'm not interested to take the buy as long as it's not going to prove that I'm bullish. So to me, it is not the market structure shift. It's actually the liquidity taken. So I have seen market has cleared the liquidity. All I need a bearish model right now to take the sell. If I don't get the model, I'm not going to take the sell. But you are learning how to avoid the losing trade over here. Can this work or not? Okay, I read your comment. I'm waiting for breaker block. I think it's best if it going to trade for order block. It's always the best if it can come here. That is the best case of scenario. I will never hesitate to go for the sell if it actually trade this order block. But I can't take any sort of buy over here, at least not now. So now this is beautiful order block. So if this candle can close out this candle, that's gonna be a beautiful order block to take the buy. Brother, we have SMT, yes, took 15 minutes sell side liquidity. Okay, that is also good information. Also build the sell side liquidity. So Jivan, it not only cleared that relatively equal lows, also build the beautiful liquidity. See this candle? That's the order block. So if I'm interested to take the buy, I can take the buy right now from this order block. Watch it. So from this candle, this is gonna be the order block. I'm not going to take the buy. Okay, I'm waiting to see can it come here and then fall again. Okay, but if I wanted to take the buy, this is the opportunity to take the buy. Look at this very carefully. Watch it. A very short period of time, you will be able to take the buy. Okay, stop loss below this area. You have to take a partial over here because it can be respected from this line, which is a very important line to me. Okay, I'm not going to take this trade. I'm waiting to see can it fall. But if I would love to take a buy, a small scalp, that is the opportunity for me to take that scalp, to do this scalp. You don't believe me? Watch it. When I'm saying this is an scalping opportunity, it's an scalping opportunity, not for a long term opportunity, just for a small run. Okay, something like that. As the market is respecting the opening of this candle, I'm just going to mark the opening of this candle here. I'm not going to take any buy. Okay, I will go for only sell, just the sell. I'm watching now. This market should come over here at least, even though it has traded the 15-minute bearish gap. I still believe that it will come over here. It's a short period of scalping opportunity. If I'm in this trade, what I will do, I will try to take a partial over here. I'll put my stop loss to the break even. Maybe my bias is wrong. Okay. For example, maybe my bias is wrong. It is actually going higher. In that type of scenario, I will try to hold the trade. As long as it will go higher, I'll try to hold it. But for me, at least over here, that should be the partial. Watch it. This is a very simple logic, very simple explanation. You just need to implement this. It's very simple explanation. Hey Tahir, morning brother. What is the unfinished business? Just this word block. That is the unfinished business. So until here, I'm safe. It's a scalping over here. If you're thinking this market is going to fall, then the scalping is going to happen until this order block. Actually, I did a mistake, guys. Please don't think that I'm going to change it right now. You see, it's a bullish candle. While it is a bullish candle, I'm going to change it. Okay. So I believe that still it will tap to this line, but I have done a wrong thing over here. The low should be marked, not the opening, just the low over here to here. You are profitable over there already. You took the partial, which is 28 handle. You put your stop loss to the break even. Maybe this is going higher. I don't know. Maybe this is going higher. In that type of scenario, you are going to take the partial here. You're going to hold the trade. So I'm trading. I know this logic over here, how to use this logic over here. I'm not going to take the sell from this gap because I don't know how far it will fall. So all I need the confirmation. This is called the confirmation. How long until this order block? So when you take the order block, the partial, now you are put your stop loss, let the runner go. If it go higher, good. If it doesn't go higher, you got to stop out to the break even and you will start to look for the selling opportunity. Does it make any sense to you guys? This is called breaking a market in a nice way to read the market. If you know this information, this market is just nothing to you. I'm going to remove them, okay? Tell me those people who are here, does it make any sense to you guys? You guys are going to pay for this information. Trust me. When someone will ask you to join their mentorship, they are not even going to explain these things to you because they don't know that. How can they explain this? Brother, I love you. I love you too, man. I'm just doing this for free. That's why you guys are not giving attention. You are not paying your attention. But the information I'm sharing you here, I promise you, brother, if I charge for this, you take all seriously. So you should take it seriously. Please take it seriously. Small scalping from here. I'll go for the partial here, put my stop loss to the break even. I'll let the market go. Maybe this is not a bearish market. It will never fall. It will go for this high. For example, what I'm going to do, let the runner go. As long as it will go higher, I'll keep holding them. Yes, $500 makes sense. I'm out, done. Done for the day. Congratulations, Zaid. You took this buy. You believed in me, man. What about 9:20 a.m., 9:30, one consecutive bearish order block that is not mitigated? 9:20. You're talking about them? This candle? 9:28. How can you say they are the order block? All-time high order block? I don't look at them. They are not the order block to me. Thank you, Leonardo, for writing boom. Did you take that trade, brother? Go 38. Who took this buy? Let me know that first. I can see that only uh, Jaid has taken that trade. Is there anyone who got that trade? I'm only focused on him. I'm only reading with you early days, but now I'm thinking before you now. I'm seeing that a lot of wizards are over here, are building wizardy over here. I'm watching this gap right now. Can it fall from that gap? So I'm waiting to see can it fall from that gap. Okay. Go 3816. Boom. Suzivan. Yes. You took that sell, man. Thanks for the penguin, man. Leonardo, thanks for the boom, man. Jai, done for the day, lol. Yes, all time order block. Okay, all time order block can be traded, man. But I'm just watching this gap over here. Can it be respected from this gap? Okay, no worries. Because I'm mad that I don't catch the first move. No worries, man. Go, you took it? No, 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 no trade for me so far. Okay, guys, let's wait. I'm watching. Can it fall right now? Here, I prefer to take a order block entry. To me, this is the consecutive order block I'm watching. So to me, can it fall from this consecutive order block? That is all I'm watching. So I'll just mark this low. I'm going to keep it over here. I'm gonna use this 22 item model market structure shift fair value gap highest up close. By the way, guys, they are not really good candles. Should I use them? Let me see the risk. If the risk is small, then I'll say this is gonna be my first trade for today. 23 handle. Okay, it didn't build the water blocks, so I'm going to remove them. It doesn't look good to me. Okay, this type of candles, I don't like this type of candles. So I'll wait. Can it go higher? 100% it can go higher. But I want to see this market to fall one more time to take that sell side liquidity before going higher. So it is in random level? Of course not. Come to this 50-minute chart. Mark the quadrant level of this gap. This is the 50% of this 15-minute bearish fair value gap. See this 50% area over here. So far, it is respecting this 50% of this gap from 15-minute chart. I'm going to remove that. I don't need it because I'm watching it on my left hand side where it is trading. So I'm watching. Can it fall from this gap? That is my highest priority over here. Can it fall from there? If it keep going higher, what you will do? I will do nothing because for me, the highest, sorry, the best opportunity was to take the buy from this area. So if I miss this trade from here, I will not take any short of buy anymore. I'm only interested to see can I take a sell over here. Now, these candles are not look good to me. They're not a beautiful order block to me. So I'm not going to use them as an order block. But if this candle, this type of candle or here, I would look for the sell from that order block. As I don't have that, I'm not going to look for the order block. I will watch the market to give me a beautiful setup over here, 22 YT model setup or the inversion fair value gap setup, any of them to look for the sell again. If you're interested to take the buy, if you find the buying opportunity, go for it. I highly appreciate it, guys. Tough decision for me. Okay, they are not a beautiful order block. So what should I do? I better wait for a beautiful setup, right? Maybe the 22 IT model or maybe the inversion fair value gap trade. That's gonna be awesome. Is this the inversion fair value gap? No, it's not my inversion fair value gap. It can be your inversion fair value gap. You can take the sell from this gap if you want. I'm not interested to take the sell from this gap. If it is falling, for example, if I miss the trade from here, I will have 100,000 opportunity to take the sell if this is a bearish market. So I need the confirmation at first. I love to take the trade at the top. I love to take the sell at the top, but still there is nothing that I can use to take my sell. So I'm watching this market. Can it fall? I want to show you something. See this ES is like look at the reaction. The ES came until here, right? So it's still bearish. If I go for the YM, you'll be astonished by seeing the YM. This is the YM. Exactly the same 1 minute chart. YM is over here. Extremely bearish. ES, a retracement, even though it's a retracement, is still bearish. NQ so far didn't show me any sort of bearishness, showing me some sort of bullishness, but still I believe it will start to follow other SA market. Make sure the bearish order block is respected in 1 minute so far. So you are talking about this, it is respecting. That's a good thing. I need the propulsion block. Actually, I didn't want to use that terms over here, propulsion block. Uh, that's why I was saying about the order block. But actually, this is the propulsion block entry. The real order block is over here. That was an unfinished business. So this candle looks good to me as an order block. Let's see if it can build the order block with this candle so that I can frame a trade from this order block. Also, I need to see how much is going to be my risk. 36 handle. Not bad. First, it has to build the order block. It's not the order block anymore. I think so. Yeah. This is the area where you will blow your account. See this market right now? This is the area where you will blow your account. If you take a single wrong decision, bad decision, you will blow your account. Ask me how. because when you will take a buy or sell and you will get stopped out, every single time you will see a bear candle, you will think, I'm going to miss the trade. You will take the sell. Every single time it will start to go higher, you will think this is going to bullish and I'm going to miss the trade. So you will take the buy and you will blow your account. So be careful, very careful before taking any trade over here. Okay. So I'm watching if the candle can close below this candle. I would love to take the sell from this order block. It didn't close, unfortunately. So I can't take the sell yet. No order block. Wait for the confirmation without taking any trade. Okay. It's doing sideways a bar chart. It is building the bar chart. So don't fall into this trap. Wait for the confirmation before taking any sort of trade. And make sure that you are going with the lowest levels possible. According to the logic, it should be the unfilled gap if this market is bullish. This should be the unfilled gap, according to the logic. And it's trading this gap, which is the institutional order flow entity, I call it institutional order flow entity, IOFED. Not in the right way. I don't know what else I should call it, but this gap need to be traded, which is above the unfilled gap. So I want to see this gap to fill 100%, then keep falling. I love it when it's a inversion fair value gap plus 22 YT does not fail most of the time. Absolutely, brother. It's true. Hey, Phoenix, full port only. Good morning, brother. By the way, guys, just a small break. Here is Apex. They have extended the offer for 9th of June. You can see here the upper box, which is a orange box, golden box actually, with the activation fees 25K intraday trailing drawdown. One pack is 20 dollars. Five pack is $85. Activation fees is gonna be $69, and the rest is over here like 50K. One pack is $25. Five pack is $95. Activation fees is gonna cost you $79. Just below that box, where there is no activation fees. That means if you pass the eval, you don't need to pay any sort of activation fees over here. You will be able to buy five pack all together, and for 25K it's gonna cost $295. You also able to buy one pack only, just one account, that's gonna cost $69. No activation fees, nothing. For 50K account, $79, no activation fees. One day to pass, you can pass the account by one day. There is no consistency rules. First payout 30 days excess, that means within 30 days you'll be able to pass that account. You don't need to pass it by one day, but if you want to pass it by one day, you can pass it by one day. The sale ends on June 3rd. It's showing 3rd, but actually they have extended it until 9th of June. If any of you are interested about it, make sure you have used the code T2T. It will be a great help for us if you're interested. And also, we have the Lucid account, 50% discount. Use the code T2 Wizard for Lucid accounts. In my opinion, they're the best right now. Also, we have the Tradify daily payout. I didn't know that, but Tradify has the daily payout and they have the 50% discount as well. This daily payout is really awesome. All account is gonna be discounted if you use the code T2 Wizard. Tradify is also good. They are very reliable. Activation per account or on per pack? I don't know exactly. I have to ask Tamimi. I think it's per account. I will ask it to Tamimi, okay? But so far, I think it's for one packet. I mean, one pack. One account is gonna cost the activation fees that amount. If you guys are interested about 20 accounts, I think I should show this to you because this market is consolidating. I can have some account. I wanna show the account for from the Leonardo Scal PT. You can see him. I wanna show it from him. Post your profit. Okay. This is what is best for Apex. So if you have 20 account, this is the 20 account for Leonardo, 20 funded account. And if you can make just like something like $500, just $500 in this market, making $500 is just nothing. You can make it. It's gonna give you a huge opportunity. Like after passing the the drawdown, you'll be able to get the payout. And if you can make just $500 a day, it's gonna make $10,000, like $10,000, because they are the only prop firm. Apex is the only prop firm. They are going to allow you to trade 20 accounts all together. All you have to do is you have to take small risk, bigger profit. That's all you have to do. Go slowly. It will take 1 month, 2 month to make the first payout. But when the first payout will be there, it will be 10,000 at least. Now, if you can make $1,000 a day, the profit is going to be 20,000, something like that. Huge amount of profit. So same effort, huge profit. Those people who are really interested to get the payout or really want to get your freedom, you need more funded account. And for me, to my understanding, Apex is the best. Now you can complain, man, Apex deny the payout just because you are not. Wow, it's bullish. You are not you are not focusing on trading, you are focusing on gambling. So sometimes you are going to go for 5 micro contract, the next time you are going to go for 5 mini contract. That's not gonna be acceptable. So if you are a trader who is not a gambler, you should go with the Apex, in my opinion, because they are really awesome for building the capital, to building the freedom. They're really awesome. As I told you, if I would love to take the buy, I have no opportunity here to take the buy. No opportunity here to take the buy. You guys are welcome to take the buy if you want. But to me, the only opportunity was here from that order block. I have already shown this to you in live by saying how it is going to work over here. While I'm waiting to take the sell. But except that, that was the opportunity for you to take the buy from here to until this order block partial. You could hold the trade as long as you wanted to hold it. To me, the buying opportunity was from there. I'm only interested to take the sell right now. No more buy is valid to me. I will only wait to see if I can find a selling opportunity right now. You guys can chase the market if you want. You are always welcome. Like from this fair value cap, you wanna take the buy, go for it, man. Don't hesitate. Just go for the buy. To me, there is no buying opportunity anymore. No buy is valid to me over here. Okay, Tamim is over here. NQ seller per account. Okay, it's per account. Thank you so much, brother. Hopefully, he will make it to pay out soon. That will be huge. Absolutely. Yesterday, I made $60 into 20 account. It's $1,250. It's a lot. Absolutely scalpity. I'm so sorry, brother, for showing your accounts. But as you have posted it over there, I think I could make it live. Okay, just I used it so that people can understand that why the Apex is more stronger. They will allow you to trade 20 accounts, copy trade. All you need to do, take a smaller risk, $50 risk, $60 risk, $70 risk to make 150 to $200, just to make 150 to $200. I would love to take a buy over here around this area according to that logic. Here, I want to take a buy over there from this order block around here. Stop loss is going to be there, which is 40 handle, right? So what I will do, I will go for like 1 micro contract or maximum 2 micro contract. If it is an high probable day, then like today, then maximum 2 micro contract. So 2 micro contract is gonna cost me $160. I will close 1 micro contract over here, which is 28 handle. So it's gonna give me $56, and the rest I will let the market go. as long as it is going higher. Okay, as long as it will go higher, I'll let it go. So maybe it will come here. Okay, that is the last line. Just think like that way. So I will stop around $90. So here $60, here $180, $250. I'm done for the day. I reached 160. I made $200, 240, $250. I'm done for the day. Just for the sake of this conversion. Okay, if my risk was here, for example, I were able to put my stop loss over here, and I would go for 3 micro contract, which is $6, so almost $120. So after taking 6 micro contract risk, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of profit over there, like huge profit over there. That profit is going to be combined with 20 accounts. That's how. So if you take a loss, that's gonna be a very small loss. If you take a win, that's gonna be huge win. That's all. Feel free. I have nothing to hide. Thank you so much, brother. Just I'm waiting for your payout, because after your payout, everyone will rush into Apex. That is the power of Apex. If you are not interested about 20 accounts, then you guys try the Lucid Trading. They're really awesome. I don't know how to say that, but they're awesome. Awesome means awesome. They're highly, I mean, simply they're awesome. You will get 50% discount if you use the code T2 Wizard. I hope I'll be able to buy two more account, because I have got some commission from Lucid Trading. So I'll buy two account. I'll give one account to Tamimi. I have already told this to yesterday, because he's doing a lot for me. Okay, for free, just for free. He never asked for money, never ever. So like he's managing all the things from Discord or everything. So I'll give one account to him as appreciation, and another account I'll just try to make a giveaway next Friday, I guess so. So when I'll get the commission, I'll get the payout, I'll buy two account, I'll make them the giveaway, as I'm not trading right now. Okay, it's time for me to think about a sell. Just let's see if it can give me any sort of opportunity over here to take the sell. Until now, I didn't find not even a single sell. So did I lose anything? No, I didn't lose anything. If I wanted to take the buy, I know where I should take the buy. If I wanted to take the sell, I know where I should take the sell. I'm not saying I know everything, but I'm saying even in this difficult market, we are allowed to go for some trade. They are going to make us profitable. Yesterday, I framed three trade. Two are winning, one are losing, even though my bias was bearish. Today is the same. I'm also bearish. I'm watching it, okay? Not going to push any button over here. I'm just watching. Still now there is no trade opportunity to me. Nothing is over here to me. If you have any confusion why it come over here, right? You can have an confusion. Why did it come over here? Brother, explain this to us. This is the buy side liquidity. I'm going to remove the opening gap. This is the buy side liquidity has been cleared by 15-minute chart, right? Buy side liquidity has been cleared. Market structure shift. Do you have any confusion? Market structure shift. Fair value gap. Highest up close body close candles are the order block. Even though it has tapped to this lower highest candle, I think it missed actually. I thought it has tapped to this candle. However, this candle is the consecutive candle or the bearish order block. So when this market fall a lot, it came back again to trade this bearish order block from 15-minute chart, as well as this 15-minute bearish gap, of course. So now I need a bearish gap that will be unfilled from 15-minute chart. Why did it came here? To trade this order block, bearish order block from 15-minute chart. Now it's time to see if it can provide me a selling opportunity. Can I take a buy? Remember, there is no buying opportunity. Not yet. Maybe later there will be a buying opportunity. I'll talk about that later. But for now, there is no buying opportunity. Simply no buy. See this bull run? A lot of people start to think that it's going to work from here. They will get stopped out over here. This is how this market works. There was no buying opportunity over there. If there is no sell, I'm not going to take the sell. But there is no buy yet. I don't know where is my. Am I live or the live is gone already? Come on. Am I live, guys? Okay, I think I'm live. I think. Man, come on. This is unusual, okay? 91 people are watching, 37 likes. Seriously? You are still live. Thank you, brother. On my phone, it's not showing anything. So I get confused that I'm on live or not. Guys, can you please push the like button? That's all I ask for. I know there are a lot of people are new over here. They don't need to push the like button. They don't know what I'm doing over here. But at least 50 people are here who are with me for so long out of 87, 86 people. So please push the like button. That's all I'm asking for. Come on, man. This is the zone where you are not doing anything, simply nothing. You will wait. That is the area where you are going to wait, not going to take any trade over here. But I want to take a buy. You can't take the buy here. There is no buying opportunity over here. No man, this high and that high, they're the relatively equal highs. Market is going for this last parallel cup of the first presented gap. I want to take the buy. Don't do that. It's not the zone to take the buy. So here it has been violated. This gap is now going to work and market is going to go higher. Of course, it can do that, but it's not an opportunity to take the buy. Trust me. Even if it go higher, don't build this type of bad habit to chase the market. What's this? See where the Nasdaq, sorry, ES came inside this gap. Yeah, NQ is bit volatile, so it came until this high stop close body close candle. I agree with you, but ES is still trading this bearish gap. How beautifully it is respecting this bearish gap. Even I believe that it is trading the lower quadrant. See, the lower quadrant is been trading. It doesn't have the power even to reach until the 50%. Still, this is a bearish market. YM, look at the YM, extremely bearish. Two SA market are extremely bearish. And if I go for the NQ, it is extremely bullish. What should you do? Wait. Don't take the decision yet. It's not the time to take the decision. Wait for the confirmation. What type of confirmation? Even if you are bullish, you have to wait for liquidity to be taken at first. So when this fall happened, it didn't clear not even a single swing low. So still there is no buying opportunity to you. Still there is no buying opportunity. So if you'd love to take a sell, you just need a setup over there. So far I don't have the setup, so I'm not interested to take the sell. But if I find a setup, I'll of course go for that. I'm watching this upper quadrant, the deep, extremely premium area. Can it trade this premium area before falling again? Can it do that? 100% it can do that. To this delinquents low and high, it is obvious or it is best if it can trade this deep premium area before falling again. That is the best. Why? Because it didn't leave any buy side liquidity. Even though it didn't also leave any sell side liquidity, but still this buy side liquidity is not left over there. No buy side liquidity. So it's time to wait to see if it can fall and give me a setup over here. I didn't like it. Okay, it's a fake breakout. I want to see this market to take this high. I really don't want to see this high to left open over there like that way because this is the fake breakout. So it should take these highs before falling. It's not the SMT. If you want to use this as an SMT, you're doing it in a very wrong way because this is the sixth sister. This is the strongest sister. Sixth sister has cleared the buy side liquidity. Okay, it has already cleared that buy side liquidity. Now I'm happy to see if it can fall. Also, this high need to be taken if it can clear this high as well. I'll keep it there. And I'll market this to gap over here. Perfect. Now let's see if it can fall. This gap, I don't need to use this gap anymore because this high is taken over here. So I don't need to use this gap anymore. I'm interested to see, can it fall now? All the job is done over here. Nothing is left. So can it fall now? Not a good market structure shift, but still that is a market structure shift. Not the best, but still that is a market structure shift. That's gonna be my first trade for today. This is going to be my first trade for today. Okay. I don't know it will work or not, but it's not a huge risk. So 26 handle is enough. Good. So there will be some partial. If it fall, that should be the partial level, and target will be this 50%. I hope it will work. The first trade for today, okay? That should be the partial 1 is to 1. Stop target could be the 50% of this unfilled gap. Because I really don't know it will fill 100% or market really would love to fill it or not. So I'll just target the 50% of this gap. I'm not asking any of you to go for this trade, but for me this is the first trade for today. First time I got an selling opportunity in other word. Come on, give me the partial at least. That should be the partial. After clearing the partial, stop loss has to be at the break even. Okay, here. That should be the stop loss. If any of you are in this trade, after clearing the partial, make sure your stop loss is to the break even. There is no way to keep your stop loss here or here or here. No way. It should be exactly over here. Okay, to the break even. Let's see if it can fall at least until the 50%, which is a good amount of money. 60 handle. I hope it's good, which is below this sell side liquidity. Okay, sell side liquidity. I'll put it to the top of this gap. First trade for today. If it doesn't clear this liquidity, I'll start to cry. I mean, this is really gonna be so pathetic. You can hold the trade if you want. Boom. I hope I did the market in a very nice way. I just moved my target from 50% to the top, just because to write down boom. Okay, just because to write down boom. To be honest, because if it seriously reverse from to the top, I won't be able to write down boom. So I moved it from 60 handle to 56 handle. I deserve a boom, guys. If you don't want to write down boom, then it's okay. But I deserve a boom. I think that I deserve a boom. I will be waiting for the setup at the PM. If PM session is not acceptable for trading today, today's PM session should be avoided, in my opinion. Okay, guys. Friday is uh, the NFP, so you should not trade the PM session today. Hey, Sinobi, how are you, brother? Been long, man. I don't see your name. 927 candle is a bearish breaker. I think it's not the same as your breaker. 927 AM candle. 927 AM candle. Did it reach over there? Yeah, perfectly it reached over there. That is also awesome, brother. I mean, it's okay, of course. It around the all-time high. If you want to use it as a breaker block, I have already told you that I have the joker over here, right? This is the all-time high. So this is a joker. So whatever you want to use it, like if you want to use it as a consecutive order block, you are allowed to do that. You want to see the high, low, higher, high candle as a breaker block, that is also acceptable. I'm not going to argue with you. Anything you want to use it, everything is acceptable over here. To me, I want to see this is my inverse gap. Okay, according to my understanding, this is my inverse gap. So it is respecting so beautifully. Let's see if it can fall one more time and break everything and keep falling or not. So patience and nice trade. I'm in also TP hit. Gister trades. Congratulations and boom for you, brother. Hey Dora, boom for you, brother. Thank you so much, sister. Blam, boom. B trades, same trade, brother. Congratulations. We both saw the boom. B trades, congratulations, brother. Sujivan, thanks for writing boom, brother. Leonardo, good trading, bro. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for writing boom, man. Uh, Theme ticker. Yeah, it's a boom. Thank you, man. There was a 50-minute BC. There was also a 50-minute BC, right? I can see it, but I believe that that BC will be broken and market will keep falling. I want to see how this inverse gap is going to be reacted. That's all I'm watching right now. I want to see this inverse gap hold the market, send it lower if it can do that. So I will wait for this gap to be to be filled 100% before going for the next trade. If I find any opportunity, by the way. And also, this is the London close, so reversal should come. Full exit. Congratulations, B trades for the boom, man. Kurtle, thanks for writing boom, man. Sinobi, fine, thanks, bro. My name is Mohammed. Mohammed, remember, I'm always in Discord too. Okay, Sinobi, I'll try to remember Mohammed. Nice name. Best name, even I also the best name. We also bounced off a 50-minute bullish FBZ. Yeah, I can see it right now, actually. I was watching my indicator, how it is going to react. Actually, my indicator gave me the buy signal here. It gave me the buy signal here. So I was a bit confused. Is it really going to fall? So when I was framing this trade and my indicator was giving me the bull setup over here, this bull setup has been given by my indicator over here. So after seeing that signal, I marked it order block. So you can see when it was reacting, I marked the order block. Before it happened, I didn't mark this as an order block. So after seeing the indicator indication, then I marked the order block over there. Also, it was showing the bullish setup over there. But again, I'm working on that indicator. I'm not interested to judge me by that indicator. I'm using my own knowledge to read the market. Just watching, can I make that indicator losing proof? I'm just trying to do that. Support the solar stream. If any of you are interested to donate something, you guys are always welcome to donate. And please make sure you have pushed the like button, subscribe to our channel. If any of you are, it didn't push the like button, please make sure you have pushed the like button, man. Come on, please. It's a request to all of you. Push the like button. Jamil, thanks for the penguin, man. Penguin, boom, penguin. Brother the gold. Man, I'm not a gold trader. So if I go over there, I'm not confident about the price action because I don't see the gold chart. So if I do that, uh, tough for me, to be honest, brother. It's going to be very tough for me. It kind of like I'll force myself to read something from the gold market to prove that I'm the wizard. Just like show off, something like that, brother. I hope you'll understand, man. Yes, if we can invert the 15-minute BC, I will short again. I will watch actually. I believe that they'll be broken and market will start to fall. But still, I need the confirmation to see if it can close below this unfilled gap. I need the first thing to close below this unfilled gap. Thanks, Skull Leonardo, for writing that penguin. Is there anyone who got that cell? I'm just asking, okay? Is there anyone who got that cell? I know that I wait a lot until framing my first trade for today, until 10:46. Unfortunately, that is how this market was working. Before that, I talked about this buy with the explanation while the market was over here. Remember, while the candle was appearing on this area or here, I started to explain how to read this market over here. I told you a child can take this sell from here if they know the 22YT model. But reading price action from here is the real strength of learning ICT concepts. So I believe that I break it down in a very nice way from that word block how to frame this trade over here. And also I frame this not a beautiful setup. I agree with you guys, but that was the only opportunity I was seeing from this market to take the sell. So I framed that sell over here. Yes, I got the sell. Congratulations. I got one guy with me. Thank you, brother. Why did it come over here? Anybody can tell me that? Why did it come over here? Any of you can tell me that? Why did this candle came over here? Real learning process. Okay, Suzivan, Theme, and Jamil. I got three guys with me, man. Boom. Don't focus on the entries. Focus how I read the market. How did I wait? How long I have been waiting? I was been waiting over here. Just focus over there, because if you can do that by yourself, you can do that without me, without anyone's help. Okay, not 100% of the time you are going to be right, but most of the time you'll be right. I promise you, brother. I'm also watching this 22 IT model, market structure shift, fair value gap. So, for example, here, just watching this, can it work over here from this internal 22 IT model by putting the stop loss over here and by targeting this relatively equal lows over here. Not a beautiful relatively equal lows, but until this relatively equal lows, can it fall until that area? I'm watching it. Mitigate back to the order block. Absolutely wonder. Thank you, brother, so for saying that. I highly appreciate it, brother. It went back to this down close body, sorry, up close body close candles to trade here, here, then fall. All I need a gap to be unfilled. So when I'm seeing this gap over here, you see this gap, I want to see this gap to be unfilled. These two candle, okay? Now again, this is not an, let me actually mark them. As they didn't left this unfilled, I'm not able to, sorry, what to say, I mean, not, I'm not able to take any entries over here because it didn't left it open. It filled this gap 100%. And now if it is really interested to go higher one more time, it will work with this up close body close candle as an order block. So that's why if I would love to go for this trade from here, my stop loss will be just above this candle, which has built this unfilled gap. See why my stop loss is over there? Because I was seeing this gap as an unfilled gap. If I'm wrong and market actually take that high, it means that it has no intention to fall. So it will go higher maybe. I don't want to take the risk to put the stop loss over here. I'm not interested to do that. I'll go for the most logical level, which is over here. Now my bias is bearish, so I'll not frame any trade. But according to those people who are bullish, what should you do? You should look for right now. Think like I'm bullish. Okay. So say I'm bullish. What is the thing I will look for that? And I told you a lot of time about this. It's an exam. So say, what should you look for right now? 1051 water block. This one? No, it's not the water block. To me, it's not the water block. Is there anyone who can tell me that if I were bullish? Okay, so I was thinking this is my new buy side liquidity, which is an obvious buy side liquidity. I'm bullish. I'm not bullish, okay, just for the sake of this conversation. I'm thinking this buy side liquidity is going to be taken. So what should I look for over here? Forget about everything else, okay? So there is no inverse gap, there is no nothing. Forget about this gap. What should I look for over here? I'm not bullish. I'm not going to take the buy. But if I were bullish, what I would look for over here? No market structure shift, brother. Suzivan. Fill gap, so breaker block. 100%, brother. 1054. Are you asking about the bearish order block? There is no order block. No bullish order block, no bearish order block around here. No bullish order block to me. No bearish order block, brother. Okay, we'll look for breaker now for bullish. Absolutely. Absolutely register trades. Don't you know MSS, brother? Market structure shift. If I were bullish, I would wait for the inversion and also my structure shift with an in fair value gap. I'm not interested to see anything over here except this candle to work as an order block. If I were bullish, not order block, sorry, breaker block. This candle, if one candle can close above this high, that's gonna be my buy over here. If I were bullish again, stop loss has to be below this breaker block. I'm just going to put it the way I should put it. Okay, so not like here. This buy side liquidity plus 5 handle. So 40, 45. That could be my trade over here. If I were bullish, this would be my breaker block. Why? Market structure shift, fair value gap, order block, trade the order block, unfilled gap, market went higher, left the buy side liquidity open, fall, fill the unfilled gap 100%. I have never seen in my life this breaker block failed. In my life, I have never seen this breaker block has been failed. Now, I'm not bullish. I'm not taking this buy. I don't know it will go higher or not. But if I were bullish, if I was thinking that this is a bullish market, this could be my buy from this breaker block by saying that it has zero possibility to break. To fail over here. I don't need to worry about any sort of inversion fair value gap over here because there is no inversion fair value gap below this breaker block. So I can simply put my stop loss below this breaker block, just below this breaker block. Maybe it will work. Maybe it will work. I'm not going to take this trade, okay? Just because I'm not bullish. I'm gonna let this go. Like the way I let this trade go without saying that this is gonna be my first trade here, I'm gonna let this go as well because I'm not bullish. I want to see this market to fall, not to go higher. If any of you interested to go for the buy, you guys can go for it. I'm not interested to take the buy. I'm more interested to take the sell. So I'll wait to see if this market can give me any selling opportunity. If it give me that, I'll go for that trade and I'll call it. This is gonna be my second trade for today. If I find something very good over here, very confident over here, then and only then I'll go for the trade. My bias can be wrong. Maybe this is a bullish market. Maybe this breaker block will work. Okay. So guys, I'm not saying any of you not to take this trade. I'm just saying I'm not going to take this trade. Okay. If you're good, you can take this trade, but make sure you're not taking this trade from the top of this breaker block because if you go for that, it's going to be 45 handle. I don't accept the 45 handle stop loss. Your maximum stop loss should be like 30, 35 handle, something like that. So even if you would love to go for maximum risk, it should be 35 handle in my opinion. So you should enter from here, not from the top of this breaker block. If any of you are bullish and you think that this market will go higher according to your understanding. So you are interested to see this market to be bullish. I'm not interested to see that because you can see here every market is bearish. This is bearish. YM is extremely bearish. I still want to see this market to fall. So I want to see this market to fall. I can be wrong. My bias can be wrong. Maybe this market will go higher. Maybe it will work. I don't want you to miss the trade because of me. Just because of that, I'm saying like this way. So it's kind of contradictory, right? One hand I'm saying this is the best breaker block. Another hand I'm saying I'm not believing this breaker block. The reason is according to my bias, I believe the PDRS. Do you understand my point? According to the bias, I believe the PDRS. For example, here when I was talking about this order block, I was saying that I'm going to believe this order block entry until this order block because that is the unfinished business. That was the unfinished business. So from here to here, I'm confident. After that, is it going higher or is it going to fall? I have no idea. I simply don't know what is going to happen. But from here to here, it's an opportunity to take the buy. Small scalping. I was repeating that word, scalping. You can do what things? Take the partial, let the market to go. If it keep going higher, you'll just keep holding the trade as long as you can hold it. So something like that. But here, there is no job left over here. Simply no job left. So when this market went here, I can't say that, okay, this breaker block will hold the market until that specific level. I can't say that. So to me, as it is against my bias, I'm not going to believe this breaker block. It's not my entry over here. I can't take this buy. It will work. If it works, that means my bias is wrong. Market is bullish. If it make any sense to you, brother. Look at SP again. See how it is performing. Yeah, on the bottom, this is the SP. Yes, over here on the bottom. It's bearish to me. If I were bullish, man, I wouldn't wait for anything else. No market structure shift, no order block, nothing. I would be in this trade already. Not from the top, to be honest, because 45 handle, I would never go for that. I would try to take the entry like here somewhere, okay, here somewhere, just here somewhere, just to make it 30, 35 handle wherever I feel good, okay. Just I'm not going to take a huge loss, something like that. So would try to hold it. Even if I miss it, I'll miss it, no problem. But at least try to take the buy from that area. But as I'm not bullish, I'm not going to take any kind of trade over here. No trade is valid to me from no bullish period. I'm just waiting to see can it fall and give me the selling opportunity. If I were bullish, I would wait for the inversion and also a market structure shift with an fair value gap. Okay, those people who are in, if you are bullish, as you told that you were waiting for that. So here you have the market structure shift. Here you have the entry fair value gap there, and here you have the breakaway gap. That is also awesome. So here you have the 22 YT model as well. So maybe it will work. Okay, I'm not interested to take this buy. I'll just let this go. Think like my bias is wrong and it is a bullish market. I have never seen in my life this breaker block failed. Unfortunately, this is a big candle. To be honest, that is a big candle. Otherwise, we don't see this type of big candle, right? Our candles are going to be very small, small candles. In that type of scenario, we have a better entry opportunities. But this is for your learning purpose. I'm not saying you need to be bearish with me. Maybe you are bullish. If you are bullish, you will always find this type of opportunities to look for the breaker block. You don't need this inverse 20, 22 IT model, nothing. It gave you to you, perfect. You don't need them. I'm going to remove this because I'm not in this trade. So I'm going to remove all of them. I'm still waiting to see can it fall. So far we have found 56 handle profit. Okay, 56 handle boom. I got a member. Who is that? And when did I get that? Oh, okay. Chaudhary, Bikash. Welcome to the member zone. As you are the member, I would love to, show you something because you took the membership. Brother, as you have paid me, okay? So please, please, please watch these videos in the members only live. Sorry, let me come over here. There is some video, you have to watch them. Session liquidity, if you are really interested about session liquidity, you can watch them if you want. I'm not interested about that. But here, this video, this video, this video, and this video, this four video. Please don't skip this four lives. Please, it's a request. Don't focus on my entries. Don't focus anything else. Just focus the way I explained the price action over there. Okay, please, please, please do that. Just these two four video. Don't miss them. I really don't know where I have explained that reaction versus reversal, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would show that to you as well. But I believe that you will find them in out of this four video. You'll find them. Please don't miss those video. I think I'm going to get my opportunity to take this new sale over here. I hope so. Let's see. All I need to see this low to be shifted with a bearish fair value gap. If you do that, I'm gonna take the new sell. That's gonna be my second trade for today. If this low has going to be shifted from a fair value with a fair value gap. If you do that, that's going to be my second trade for today. I'm not bullish. I'm not going to take any short of buy. Trade high probability trades. People need to learn patience. I agree with you, Leonardo brother. Guys, please don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel if any of you are new over here, okay? Please, please, please push the like button. I want to open a poll actually, just for a feedback. How was the reading price action? Good, bad, average, average. Before before clicking on the poll, I want to show you what I have done today. First, I told that this market will come to this line. Okay, that was the line I wanted to see this market to come. Now from MNQ, it didn't come. Actually, it came to the NQ chart. Later, I saw it, and I saw that market came to the -2 standard deviation. So this is the -2 standard deviation. I was predicting the high, the extreme high before this reaction. That was the line. I told that before it happened. First, my expectation was it will come over here. Then I have talked about this setup, liquidity taken, market structure shift, fair value gap, breakaway gap. Here, I didn't take this trade because my stop loss could be more than 80 handle. Just because of that, I didn't take this trade. But I told you this is gonna be the first trade for today until the quadrant level. So there was some sell side liquidity. I don't remember what was the sell side liquidity. So over here, that was the first trade I talked about today. After predicting the high over here, everyone is over here. They you can justify. Then I told about this price action, how to read this market. Then I have talked about this word block entry, and I simply say that, see, the way I told it is going to work. Does it work or not? Okay. So stop loss is over here, and I told you to take the partial over here. Let the runner go as long as you want to hold it. So it came until here. I'm just going to put it until that area. That was the second thing I have done for today. The third thing I have done today, which is gonna be my first trade for today, was here from this 22 bearish model around there. Sell from this candle. Yes, I agree with you, brother. I first put my stop, I mean, sorry, target to the 50%. The 50% at first. Later, I moved it to the top of this gap. Just I have changed this thing. But later, you can see it came to the 50% as well. So that is the third trade I talked about today. Before before pushing the button over here, okay, around that area. That is all I have talked about here. Now I'm waiting to see if it can provide me another selling opportunity. I'm not bullish, so I'm not going to take any sort of buy. I'll let them go. If it fall, good. If it doesn't fall, I'll just okay with that. So this is all I have done for today. Okay. If it make any sense to you guys, watch it. After watching, then give me the feedback. How was the reading price action today? Okay. At the beginning of this stream, Sujivan told one word. If you guys remember, he told that, man, after that big fall, we are going to fall into the consolidation trap. This is all the consolidation you are seeing here. They're the consolidation. So we fall into a consolidation trap over here, unfortunately. Welcome to the fam. Chaudhuri. Where are you from, Chaudhuri? Leonardo, thanks for the penguin, man. How to trust without take buy side liquidity, brother? How to trust without buy side liquidity? Where you are talking about that? This one, it has cleared that high. This high has been cleared over here. So the liquidity or all the highs has been cleared over here. If you're asking about this one. In other word, if you're really extremely bearish, like here I'm extremely bearish, even if it would leave this liquidity open, I wouldn't give a shit after getting the market structure shift. I'd go for the trade because that was creating inside the gap, bearish gap from 50 minute chart, as well as it was trading the 50-minute bearish order block. So I would watch them as a liquidity for the later purpose, later use purpose. But for here, the liquidity has been already cleared. This high has been cleared over here. I just marked it as a obvious liquidity. I got the market structure shift, but the way it has given me that, I didn't like it. Okay, it's not a good market structure shift, so I'm not interested to go for that. If the buy side liquidity is inside a bearish gap from 15-minute chart and that bearish gap has been created from a 15-minute 22 YT model, you don't need to wait for that buy side liquidity to be cleared from your 1-minute chart. If there is a 15-minute bearish 22 YT model, look over here. Market has cleared the buy side liquidity, market structure shift, fair value gap. So it came to this fair value gap. There is a buy side liquidity from 1-minute chart. I don't give a shit. Even if there is a buy side liquidity from 1-minute chart, I don't care about that. I'm going to take the sell. Then market fall, came back again, trading this order block from 22 YT model from the 15-minute chart. I don't care about any sort of liquidity because from your higher time frame, look at this. There is not even a single liquidity over here left. See, no liquidity over here. So I really don't care about those liquidity to be cleared before falling. As well as if you guys remember about this quadrant level, it came exactly to the deep premium. Now it is falling from there. I believe it will fall. Of course, I can be wrong. Maybe this is a bullish market. I don't know, but I still believe this will fall. Okay. It came to this deep premium, trade this order block, consecutive order block. Now all I need a big fall with a bearish gap. That gap will be unfilled and market will keep falling. I want to see like this way. This market is going to work. Let me see how many of you have voted. 80% people say it was good, bad 0%, average 20%. Who are they? I need to see their name who have voted for like average. I want to see their name, man. How can I see their name? Give me some fine script. Give me some hacking tool so that I can read their name. But I'm just kidding. Thank you, brother, for your feedback. True feedback, man. Okay, guys, I think it's done for today. It's 11:20 already, and I really wanted to take another sell, but the way it is falling, I'm not able to take this sell. Okay, unfortunately, I can't take this sell. I didn't like the way it is falling, but when it came here, take this high over here, or those people who are thinking this is a bullish 22 YT model, they will get stopped out over here for sure. And then all I need a bearish market structure shift, fair value gap. So after clearing this high, when it fall, if it could fall dramatically with a fair value gap, I would frame my second sell for today. I'm only bearish. I'm only interested about the sell, but unfortunately, the way it has been fallen over here, I'm not convinced. I'm not happy to see that fall to happen like that. I can't believe this. Okay, I can't believe this. So it came back to this last gap. I'm not going to believe this. So I don't know what is going to happen next. So maybe it will go higher, it will fall. I don't know. I will just leave it or leave it go. Not don't try to trade today's PM session, tomorrow's London session, tomorrow's AM session, tomorrow's PM session, Friday's London session until 8:30. We have NFP on Friday around 8:30. Don't trade until 8:30, Friday 8:30. Don't trade the market. It's gonna be highly disaster in my opinion before NFP. Still, ICT told not to trade the Wednesday. Still, I think that I can trade the Wednesday morning session, but PM session nearly impossible. Before I close the stream, I wanna talk about this a bit. Yesterday, uh, if you are with me in our Discord, yesterday's this is the yesterday's area. The PM session was really disaster, but finally I have talked about a trade. I have framed a trade for the folks with me around the in the Discord. Just I framed just one trade yesterday's PM session, just one trade, and that was here. This high has been cleared over here by a shallow run. So it was my buy side liquidity around that area, obvious buy side liquidity. If I come over here in NQ chart, so let me go over there. I was watching the market actually from the NQ, so let me actually show that from you to the NQ chart. This high and that high, they are the relatively equal highs over here. So I have framed just one trade yesterday, and that is this trade. So I was watching this whole market. It was really disaster, really disaster, really disaster. Then build the buy side liquidity. I think Leonardo asked me, is this going to fall right now? I told him, I don't know, because I was not seeing any liquidity except this one, which was nearly impossible for me to be taken. So I was not interested to see this liquidity to be taken around the PM session. That's why I just didn't reply him. in a right way. Instead of that, I just told him I have no idea what is going to happen over there. Okay, I have simply no idea. Then I've seen this obvious liquidity has been cleared over here. I was watching this low. Can it trade this gap over here? Unfortunately, it didn't trade this gap. Instead of that, used this old gap one more time, retested this old gap over here one more time. So I've seen this liquidity has been cleared over here. For the first time in PM session, I found one trade and that trade was over here. Engineered the liquidity here, fall, cleared the liquidity, inducement leg, that is the inducement leg, gave you the market structure shift over here. If I add the volume imbalance over here, it has given a beautiful trade from the volume imbalance. But if I don't add the volume imbalance, unfortunately, there was no trade. I mean, no trade was over there. I want to show it from you from the volume imbalance by showing this is the only trade for me, because even if you love to take the risk from volume imbalance, it's going to cost you like 20 handle only. So it's not 50 handle that you are waiting to see this market will come to this gap week to week, then it will go higher. You don't need to wait that, as long as it's not a huge stop loss. As you can see here, it came to this uh, fair value gap. I told that I'm watching this 22 buy model for the level of 330,665. I was not interested to see this to happen, to be honest, but I was interested to see this to work at least until this buy side liquidity. More importantly, maximum run should be happen until this last fair value gap over here. So if I can clear some partial to this area, which is nearly 31 handle, I would hold the trade until this last gap. If it can come to the last gap, if it can come over here, I'm not confident about that. I'm more confident about this liquidity and this inverse gap. I'll just try to trail the stop loss as long as it's not hitting that area. But after that, this market actually extremely bullish. I don't give a shit about them. All I was seeing here, that setup, uh, in my opinion, that was one of the best setup around the PM session yesterday. If I'm not mistaken, it was from there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was the exactly area where I was talking about that trade yesterday's PM session. Only setup I have seen yesterday, and I just told that I'm watching this 22 YT model, buy model for 3665. If you are with me in our Discord, you already know that. And let's see what happened to this market. I was talking about this sell over here. Unfortunately, I didn't have the market structure shift in a very nice way. If I find that beautiful setup over here, see how I'm going to avoid the buy. Instead of that, I'm going to wait for the selling opportunity. Now, I agree with you, brother. There is no setup. But if there was a setup, I know that how to avoid that 22 buy model, how to avoid that buy model and to wait for this sell model over here. Unfortunately, it was not a beautiful setup. If there was a beautiful setup, I would say that that's going to be my second sell or second trade for today, to take the sell until this low and that low, that relatively equal lows. More importantly, if it can keep falling, there is nothing wrong with that. Of course, it can keep falling. Unfortunately, the setup was not good. Yeah, if I force myself, I would of course go for that order block here, which is the highest up close body close candle, trade this gap. Again, it's kind of forcing the market. I'm not interested to force the market, but I hope it will make some sense to you guys to understand how to read this market in a nice way. I'm gonna close this. I can see 6% people said that PSPA, I mean, sorry, reading price action was really bad. I admire those people, to be honest. Over 70%, 78% people said good. I'll try to improve myself. Okay, I'll try to improve myself. Thank you so much, guys, for at least giving your true opinion. I'm happy. At least some of you said that it's good, some of you bad, some of you said it's average. Next time, I'll try to make sure that every one of you will say it's the best reading price action. I'll try to do that. Chart now. Okay, understand. No worries. So thank you so much, guys, for being over here. Make sure you're not trading anything around this PM session, and try to avoid tomorrow's price action as well. Wait for Friday, as long as the NFP is not going to be released. Okay. So see you guys. Until then, cheers.